Hi, welcome back to Zimby Mojo. Let's start off with a few corrections, shall we? It's a bit too late to correct this one, but actually it doesn't matter. But when we activated this seal, when we sacrificed our Zimby here, I spent a Mojo. You do have to do that in the multiplayer game, but not the solo game. So the solo game, you don't have to spend that Mojo. But that was on the turn before last, so it's a bit too late to benefit from that anyway. The other thing is, this thug that we killed, he went off to the barracks, he should come in depleted. So when thugs move, this guy would have stayed here. Alright, these guys only activate again at the next refresh. So as it stands, he's still here in the barracks, and as we start this new turn and we head into the refresh, then all creatures will activate again, and all Mojo, of course. Alright, makes sense? So that's where we are. Let's draw a card for the start of our turn. And we have a ritual this time. Trash treasures. Target shaman shuffles the discard pile and then randomly draws from it 2 scrolls for their hand. Okay. Our discard pile's over here, out of the way. So I could potentially reclaim one of these. Scrolls. Okay, interesting. I like that one. King's turn. So the king simply moves on to the blood mist. The question then is, does he attack? Remember, kings aren't combat locked, they can move. Fortunately for us, the king doesn't like attacking. He'll avoid combat if he can. He'll take a direct line back to the blood mist. If perhaps we cast a spell, a witchery that had thrown him away, and we were then blocking his path back to the blood mist, or maybe if we were standing here and he came out, then he would attack us. He only attacks us if he's trying to get back to the blood mist or to a ritual tile he can't access. Alright, so no combat here. Now it's our turn again. Now I'm in a bit of a quandary because I'm combat locked, right? I've got an enemy, the king, in my combat zone. I will have to attack him. The problem is, if I defeat the king, whenever you defeat a creature, you have to take the square that he occupies. Alright, so I'm going to have to move into the blood mist. And any creature that enters the blood mist is going to get 1 wound immediately. So I could attack, cannibalize. You have to cannibalize zimbies in this way before you roll the dice, but that would give me my +4 brutality, which is really good for killing the king. But the problem then is, if I do kill the king, I'll go in here, take 1 wound, and my Zimby will be killed anyway. But maybe that's okay. It leaves the crown here, and then the crown's here on the blood mist, which is never a good place for it. So I'm just wondering whether I enter combat with the king, but try not to kill him. I just want to mitigate any wounds. Wow, tough. One plan would be, I was thinking about making this a zombie, but I could bring him round to join, or I could indeed bring some more zimbies in to join up. But now there's a thug here blocking the entrance. I could kill him with a witchery. This one's going to struggle to walk round because he's got to get through 2. Let's try a little death curse on that thug. Target sustains 1d2 wounds. Okay. Spend my 2 Mojo. This is a bit of a risk. It's a 50-50 chance, but hey, this is gaming, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3 is a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is a 2. Yes, we got him. 2 damage to our thug, so he goes depleted to a barracks. Let's make a 2 Zimby column. Spend 1 Mojo to move it onto the board. Just wondering what's the best way of doing this. If I go from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3 Mojo just to get to here. Yeah, it's a long way to go. I'm going to have to take a chance on a portal. I could be really unlucky and get sent over here. But then I can always jump from one portal to another portal once I'm on the board if this doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. Let's get a 1d4. And there's nothing here that can help me, is there? No, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see where we go. It's a 1. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think. Because now I can move twice. Move twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move again. I need one more mojo. And as it goes, this guy I can use. So I was moving back. This is going to get destroyed because of I've spent him. You can spend these guys, they're just like active zimbies here, right? So this gets removed. He's no longer chanting this incantation. Then I can come in here. We've got 4v4. Now I can attack. Is it 4v4? No, because we've only got 2 thugs on the board now. So it's 4 versus 3. 1, 2, plus 1 for the king. 4 plus 3. We'll cannibalise one of these. So now I've got a 3 brutality column with a +4 bonus. That's 7 versus 3. So he should be this way up. He's the king, wearing his crown. Now I could even cannibalise another one for a +8 bonus. Maybe we should do it, because 7 versus 3. That means it's all down to the dice. Remember, I need to do 4 wounds. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Right, let's roll. I'm black. He's black. I'm white. Yes, we've killed the king. The crown is here. We come in. We suffer 1 wound, which kills a Zimby. I like this high risk strategy. It's fun. Okay. Attacks. Dun dun dun. So it's Thug's turn. Thugs move. Thugs are going to move slightly different now that the king's dead. They're going to continue round this red route until they meet the black route that joins to the Zimby tribe's tribal board. And then they'll begin to patrol this route at 2d6 per turn. Now we've got to be very careful here, because if one of these thugs catches up with a Zimby column carrying the crown, then that new thug will be crowned king and we lose the game. So let's start with this guy. I think we know he's obviously going to move in and combat lock. Yep. He's not going to attack until thugs attack, and that's after we finish moving. Right? It says on here, thugs move, then thugs attack. Let's move this one next then. 2d6. There's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to head around to this route. And now this one. So he's going to return to one of these portals. Let's roll 1d4. That's a 2. 1, 2. So he's coming in here. And then he gets his 2d6. 9. Which route's he going to take? I think, and I'm going to have to check with Jim on this, but I think that they should take the shortest route back to the red route, go round and then start patrolling. In a multiplayer game they'll just start patrolling this one. If there's already a thug here, then they'll make their way back to the red route and then go to the next outer route. So I think that makes sense. So I think we'll choose a random direction. So let's say 1, 2 this way, 3, 4 this way. And he'll travel back here, round the red route, and then up. I think that's the best thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to join up with this column here. Now thugs will attack. So we've got no mojo. It's 1 versus a 2 column thug, which is brutality 6. So yeah, we're dead, right? That's dead. Okay. Next up, zombies, wrap up, and then discard. Nothing to do there. Refresh. Unfortunately, this blood mist is going to cause us a problem, because although we've killed the king, any creature in the blood mist during wrap up is going to suffer 1 wound, which is enough to kill my final Zimby. And we have no king. Yeah, we're a bit stuck, aren't we? Right, king doesn't do anything, but we refresh, creatures activate, Mojo comes back, and we're going to have to bring a Zimby column back into the king's chamber and try and make it back. It's going to be harder because of these patrolling thugs now. Okay, let's draw. A bolt of lightning. Caster chooses to give 1d2 wounds, or we destroy some deadly vines. Let's see now. I've got to get a Zimby column in here. Where am I going? 1d4. I'm going to portal in. I think that's the safest thing. Keep out the way of these thugs. I don't want to run back this way. It's going to be. I'm going to be going all around the houses, aren't I? Potentially. Yep. It's a 1, so I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 3 Mojo, I can get back into the king's crown. Lose a wound. Yeah. So I definitely don't want to get there just yet. So I think I'm going to stay on these white tiles for the minute. Do you think? Or shall I just move 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's move over here. Now I could, if I wanted to, portal over here. That's the other option. Let's do that. Let's zoom over here. So I can spend 1 Mojo to move, but what I can do in doing so is close down. For every Mojo I spend, you can't do this from the tribal board, but you can do it when you're on a portal. I can spend a Mojo to close down a portal like this. So I could spend 2, and that'll ensure that I will port over here. That makes sense? Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. I mean, if I wanted to, I could close down one of them and then do a 50-50 on which one I went to. Do you see? But let's just do that for now. Thugs move. So it's 2d6. Let's move him first. That's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we'll move him. That's a 2 column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the second one, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the third one. Now this is dangerous, because if he pops on here, I'm going to get shot right back again. So we don't want a 4. Maybe that was a bad idea. It's a 1. All right. And then he rolls his 2d6. 10. Which way is he going to go? He's going to go in a random direction. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's everyone moved. And now during wrap up, we're going to discard one of these cards. Let's get rid of. Oh my. Let's get rid of trash treasures. Okay. And I think we'll end there. Okay, join me next time.